How's it going, everybody? My name is Keaton Wachinski, and I will be talking to you about how you don't actually own any of the media you have purchased digitally. You don't own anything that is owned by the companies and the streaming services that you are using to watch said things or listening to the music or playing video games. What's stopping them from removing the media that you intake? Nothing, because they have, and they will continue to do that. I mean, Netflix rotates their movies out. All streaming services rotate what they have on their platforms, and nothing is there indefinitely unless it is created specifically for that product or that company. Like I said, they like to remove things from Netflix. So have you ever been, watching a show, you're really getting into it, and you log on the next day, your show's being removed in a week, and you still have 6 seasons left. Kind of sucks. Pretty defeating feeling, in my opinion. I was watching the Ash vs. the Evil Dead show on Netflix, and they removed it when I wasn't even through season 1. And there are only 2 seasons, so it was a real bummer for me. Personally, I am an avid CD collector. I have either 80 to 100 CDs, about 20, 25 vinyls. Not big on the movie collecting yet, but I do have a few. So I do partake in purchasing of physical media. But it is important to buy the physical media, and there will be reasons that I will talk about in this speech. I will be talking specifically about movies, music, and video games, because those are the things that I feel I have the most ground in. Streaming has caused a lot of damage to the process of movie production. With the lack of DVD sales, movies can't make as much money, and movies nowadays cost even more than they ever have been to make movies. I think it was Matt Damon said it once in a Hot Ones interview, but the death of DVD sales has killed the movie industry. Not only that, but they killed off movie renting buildings like Family Video, Blockbuster. All were third spaces that could be used for families, communities to gather together outside of their own homes and be a part of that community. Though streaming is more convenient, there are more negatives than positives in my opinion. There are like 30,000 different streaming services for all different types of things where you can get the select few media choices you'd like and have that as long as you want. Plus, streaming music is not the best way to support your artist. Artists earn on average about 1 cent per stream for whatever song or album they release. For a big artist, that may be negligible. It can, they already have enough money. They get millions of streams. That'll add up eventually. But for smaller artists that you listen to, it's kind of nothing. They don't really get a lot of money from the music that they make. But a good way to support said artists is to buy their merch and buy their CDs and vinyls whenever they do release. CDs and vinyls are... Totally forgot to use these. My bad. CDs and vinyls are an artistic rendering of the music that the artist has put together. So this is the Minecraft vinyl. So they are art. They are made to convey whatever the album is trying to convey to you. Now this one is kind of lackluster in its design, but more vinyls and albums do have more to go into it. Plus, with the current rise of AI, a lot of platforms such as Spotify are pushing AI artists and filling their platforms with slop, trying to disguise it as real people. So best way to support real people is to buy their music in a physical form. it is better to support the individual artist because companies are greedy and they will do anything, even if it means you don't actually own the video games that you buy digitally. Most consoles have a subscription service that allows you access to thousands of games, but those all come with a pretty high price. But you don't ever actually own any of the games because once you stop paying that subscription, all those games that you had are now gone, even if you've played them for years. Plus, when buying games digitally, you're not actually purchasing the game, you are purchasing the licensing to own the game. Whereas if you purchase a physical game, you have it all right there. In this one, you have a download disc, which means that you have that game now. And this is the play disc. And kind of going back to the vinyl thing, this had a map of the game that you play in. So the map that you used for the game was actually in here as well. So just another thing, it's all art. It's all meant to be cohesive and work together. So you don't actually own the games when you purchase them digitally. Plus, if the console were to break or you needed to sell it, anything that you had digitally, that's gone. You don't get that back. So it's a good fail-safe in case you lose your console for whatever reason. Streaming is a more convenient accessibility tool. I won't say it's not, because it is. But you lose your sense of ownership. And if they, for some reason, vanish, go bankrupt, they shut down, or your Wi-Fi's out, you can't access anything. But with physical media, you can access it whenever, if you have the tools, obviously. When you buy things, you get the full package. You get everything. You get the full thing. Media is art, and hundreds of people work on it. And not buying physical media or cutting that out completely cuts out a lot of jobs for a lot of people. So continuing to support the physical media realm is definitely an important thing for other people. And, you know, at least for me, if I'm listening to an artist, I want to buy from them because I want to support them. And that in turn gives other people jobs. So next time that you're at the store and you see a movie or a vinyl or a game that you've always wanted to get, buy it. There's no reason to not get it because then you'll have it. And there's nothing that a company can do to take that away from you. So if you see a discount rack or a discount bin with some $5 movies, pick one out. It's nice to start a collection somewhere.